Welcome to TV Farm! Today we're going to do a video on how to avoid homeschool burnout. This video is part of a big collaboration hosted by Abby at Rooted and Rest and Jessica at the Waldock Way. This is an open collaboration, so there will be tons of YouTubing homeschool mamas sharing their ideas on how to avoid homeschool burnout. So since this one is a little more geared towards mamas, I'm going to go ahead and give you my top 5 ways that I recommend you use to avoid homeschool burnout. And then the girls are going to come back in and they're each been thinking of a way that they avoid their own homeschool burnout, because kids get burned out on school too, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. So before we get to that, we are Team B Farm. We are a homeschool family with 4 girls and
a baby boy on the way.
Yes, and baby Buddy is coming in April. So we will have 5 kiddos. We have homeschooled the entire way, and our oldest is 9 years old. So we've been homeschooling since she was in preschool. We hope that you stick around, and if you like what you see, please subscribe to us. We upload 2 videos a week, Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes more. And one of our weekly videos is a day in the life vlog style video on homeschool or our family or our farm, some kind of fun. So we hope you stick around. All right, girls.
I'll see you when I tell my idea. See you soon.
So I have my ideas all written down, so if you see me peek down there, that is why. So I came up with my top 5. If you find something you like, comment down below. I would love to chat back and forth with you. So first of all, the most important thing is that you find a curriculum that you like, okay? And also that your kids like. If you don't like your curriculum, if the kids don't like your curriculum, you're not going to enjoy it, and you're going to get burned out doing the same thing over and over and over. Okay, so along with finding a curriculum that you like, make sure that it aligns with your goals. Just because Holly, homeschooler over there, is using a curriculum and says it's great and it's revolutionized her family, it doesn't mean it's going to work for your family. So I have a tendency to hop onto the latest curriculum trend and, oh, I want to try that. Oh, I want to try that. And it burns you out when you're trying to do so many things. You have to find the one that's the best fit for your family. And sometimes that's trial and error, but there's going to be one that's a good fit for you and that you enjoy doing, so you don't get burnt out on it as fast. Tip number 2 is Mama Fun Friday. If you've been around our channel at all, you've heard about Mama Fun Friday. In fact, I think just yesterday a video went up showing our last Mama Fun Friday, where you take some time to just enjoy your children. So we school 4 days a week where we get all of our curriculum done. And there's a very rare occasion where some of that spills over until Friday, but the girls know if they don't get their core curriculum done Monday through Thursday, they will need to do it on Friday. Mama Fun Friday is field trips, crafts, getting outside, nature studies, all the stuff that you really, really enjoy and that you want time to do. Now, the whole day isn't fun, mama go, go, go. That's also when I take some time for me, when I get my chores done, or those things that I just couldn't get to during the week that are just hanging on in the back of my head. And also just to take some downtime, just to read a book or do whatever it is that relaxes you. So number 3 is independence. We are just getting into this with Bug, our 4th grader, where she's getting more and more independent with her curriculum, and it is making homeschool so much easier for both her and I, because she doesn't have to wait around for me when I'm working with her younger siblings. And also I don't have her math and Bear's math and Belle's math, you know, all the way down the line to try and work on. She can go and she can do teaching textbooks. Now, I'm always there if she needs me, but she has a little more independence. That's going to help her. It's going to help me. So if you can, find a subject or 2. Like I said, we use math with teaching textbooks where they're a little more independent. Next year, Bear's hoping to go to teaching textbooks. So that will be 2 kids doing their own math, which is great, because I'll have Boo coming up needing a little bit more help. Okay, my tip number 4 is to take breaks. Now this kind of goes along with what I was saying with tip number 1, where you school 4 days, take 1 off, but I just mean throughout the school year. We live in the Pacific Northwest, so summer is our beautiful weather. Actually, late summer is our beautiful weather. So we typically school through the end of June, and then usually by mid-September, so we're ready to go back to school. And we take that summertime off, and then we also take the month of December just to relax. This year we did gather around curriculum. We've talked a lot about that in past videos, so go check those out if you're interested. But we just relax and enjoy the season. Now, we were starting to get tired of school, getting, worn out about the mundane and the same thing over and over. But I'll tell you what, we took that December break and I was ready to come back in January. I was ready to get back to all of our curriculum. I was missing it, and I was missing a lot of homeschoolers do a 6-in-1 schedule where they school for 6 weeks and then they take a week off. That is one great idea. Now, the last thing with taking breaks is it's okay to take a day off or an afternoon off. You don't have to school every day. We homeschool for a reason. So if you're going through a time in your life, or if your kids are having a rough day, take the break. Okay. We're like we mentioned earlier, we're expecting a baby in April, so we have been going a little bit more heavy this year. And when the girls want to take a break from their curriculum, I just remind them, hey, we are going to do this now, but in April, we're going to be able to take time off and just snuggle Buddy and love him and not be worried about school. So that's the great thing about homeschool, is you really can make the schedule work for you. You don't have to work for the schedule. Okay, number 5 is be flexible. And I've mentioned this in other videos talking about other things. We homeschool for a reason. There's things that are going to happen in your life, and you get to make your own schedule. So I just mentioned we're planning on taking some time off in April. I wrote down some subpoints on this, so I want to make sure not to miss any of them. So I am going to be looking down. Okay, one thing you can be flexible with is your space. Okay, I have one kiddo who really likes to do school in my bed. That's fine. During the beautiful days that we get here in the Pacific Northwest, I love to do school outside. Again, if you watched any of our videos, you've probably seen us doing science outside and tea time outside. So I recommend that you move your space. School doesn't have to be done at a table. All right, so be flexible with your space, be flexible with your curriculum. Okay, it's okay to give up on a curriculum partway through. We've done it. We started on math curriculum last year with Bear. It wasn't working. We switched, and guess what? Now we're doing the Good and the Beautiful math. It's one of her favorite subjects. Okay, within your curriculum, you don't have to do every single page. Okay. Bug is in 4th grade, and a lot of her curriculum is reviewing multiplication. Well, we spent a lot of time on that last year, so she's got her multiplication facts down pat. So we move on. She can skip those, okay? As long as she shows me that she knows them, we're good. Move on. Along with curriculum, there's different seasons in life, okay? I go through seasons where I'm like all about the nature study, and then I go through seasons where we're all about cooking, or I don't, whatever it is. Again, that's the great thing about homeschool is, you can be flexible, you can go with your interests, you can follow a kid's lead. Okay, those are my 5. I'm going to review them very quickly, and then I'm going to call the girls in to share theirs, okay? Okay, Bear's saying she's ready. Okay, so first of all, find a curriculum that you like. Second of all, we highly recommend a Mama Fun Friday. Third, create some independence with your children. Fourth, take breaks. And fifth, be flexible. So I hope you found at least one nugget in there.
So I am editing this and I am realizing that I forgot a very, very important tip. And that tip is to find your homeschool tribe. Now, I am lucky enough to have a spouse who is very supportive. And at the end of the day, I can talk to him about, what happened in our day and get advice. But if you don't have that, I highly encourage you to reach out to your community and make some friends that are going through the same things you are, that are homeschooling right alongside you. This can be important for two reasons. Number one, it gives you a sounding board. When you're having a rough idea, maybe they have some great ideas on how to do it differently. Or maybe they can just say, hey, I've been there too. And it's so nice to hear that. But the other thing that a homeschool tribe is great for is that you can share talents. You can form a little co-op and, maybe someone's really into nature and they can take that ball and run with it with your kids and provide that for your kids. Or maybe they're great in the kitchen and they can work with your kids on that. Now, you might be saying, oh my gosh, we're in this time right now. How on earth am I going to meet other homeschool people? Well, we live in this world of social media, and there are all kinds of Facebook groups that are for different homeschool reasons. So I highly encourage you to get out there. And if you don't have that local community, there is this awesome group on YouTube that is homeschool mamas sharing their life, and they would love to talk with you and visit with you. Now, the other thing that I encourage you to check out is co-ops. We are members of a co-op during normal life. We are taking a break from it during this season, but co-ops are a great way to meet other moms. I've met some of my greatest friends at our local co-op, but again, our co-op, the moms teach the lessons, and so different moms have different talents and they can share those with your kids. So I encourage you to get out and find some other people who are also homeschooling.
This is Bear, and Bear is how old?
7.
But now she's in second grade, so she's starting to get into a little bit more difficult subjects. So I think that the idea she came up with was a really good idea. So what did you come up with, Bear?
Do the stuff you want before school, and then you can do your school. Then do your school. Then you're always ready for school and you can do it.
Yeah. So, what does that mean, Bear? For you?
So, it means for me, before school, I can play with my cats, and when it's school time, I'll be ready to do school.
So, being a good steward of our time is Bear's tip. So she gets that stuff that she really wants to before school. She takes a little bit of time in the morning. Bear's our early riser and gets her stuff that she really wants to do, her cats, done. And then she is ready to go come school time. So thanks, Bear.
You're welcome.
This is Bug, and she is
9.
Bug, what is your tip on how to avoid homeschool burnout?
Don't wear your kids out before school. I mean, light contributions are okay. Like unloading the dishwasher, getting dressed, eating breakfast, making your bed, and brushing your teeth. Those are perfect. They aren't too light, they aren't too heavy. If your kids start to complain about the heavy load, just remember, don't make it heavier. Try to lighten it if you can.
Okay, thank you. So,
Mom, I have more.
Oh.
And then, if your kids waste too much energy on contributions, now contributions are not a waste of energy. Most are. Some aren't. Now, if your kids waste too much energy on contributions, then they'll be out of energy. They won't be able to use their finer brain power on school. So don't wear your kids out with too many contributions. And also, and this also has to do with my point. Keep the work light. Keep the schoolwork light for their grade.
Okay, so I think that, Bug, your whole tip there of everything you said can be summed up with don't overwhelm. Don't take too much on, right?
Yep.
All right, high five. Thanks, sis. Can you go get Belle? This is Boo Boo, and how old are you, Boo Boo?
3.
She's 3 years old, and Boo really has been homeschooling her whole life. So, Boo Boo, what do you do so you don't get tired of school? She plays with her cat. So Boo is really just starting school this year. But we are making it fun and keeping it very, very play-based, right? This is Belle, and how old are you, Belle?
5.
But you had a birthday, so you are
6.
6.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
6. So Belle is in kindergarten. Belle, what is your tip so kids and parents don't get so tired of school?
Well, this is just something that I that makes me not get tired of school. So there's 180 days of a 180 days of math thing book, and I love to do that. That is something that I really like.
So I think Belle's tip goes with my number 1 tip, which is choose a curriculum that you like. Isn't that right, Belle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Belle really likes to do worksheets, so we got this 180 days of math, and it's just worksheet after worksheet, but it's quick and easy and to the point, and she really likes it. So, Belly, you say pick something that you like, right?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so that is all the tips that we have. We hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out the playlist. We'll link it down below. I'm sure there's so much good information. Have a great day.